Welcome to the Lauren Blackwell channel. See, this is why I always say do not vouch for anyone, no matter how innocent you think they are. Because you just never really know people, you know? Gypsy Rose, for some reason, has been getting a lot of respect and support and accolades. Now, I understand that what she went through when she was younger was absolutely horrible. And she chose the means that she chose to get herself out of that situation. And it is one thing to understand and accept the method that a person used to extricate themselves from a difficult life situation. It is an entirely different thing to praise them, to applaud them, and to promote them. And I think that the latter is what a lot of people have been doing for Gypsy Rose ever since she was released. You can say, I accept that you had to do what you had to do, but it's a whole other thing to paint her as this angel and just applaud their behavior. Because you need to understand, in order to make the kind of difficult decision that Gypsy Rose had to make towards her mother, you cannot be in a good head state, right? Your mind has to be like in a dangerous place for you to make that kind of a decision. So I think that the best that I can do, I don't speak for anybody else, but the best that I can do is understand that you had to get there mentally in order to make the decision that you make. That is the best that I can do. What I will not do is to praise someone for getting there in the first place, because if being in that mental state was such a positive thing, why should they get out of it? Why not stay there and continue to solve their problems using that method? You know what I mean? So it's one thing to get there, to get yourself out of a very specific situation when you did not think that you had any other options. But it's a whole new thing to make it seem as if that's the place to be, that's who you should be at all times, and to praise that kind of mindset. And I'm talking about the fact that she had to get to the point of using violence, right, towards her mother. So Gypsy Rose has been getting a whole lot of just praise and respect and practically worshipped. And I've always been wary of her. Okay, I've always I never really talked about her because, you know, she didn't really do anything that I thought was negative, and I didn't want to say anything negative about her. I knew that she did what she felt she had to do and did not have a choice. You know, when it came to her relationship with her mother. So I didn't want to highlight anything, but it's just kind of a vibe you get from a person. And because it's based on the vibe and it's something you're feeling, there's always a chance that you're wrong, right? So I just kind of left her alone. I don't follow her. I don't like her posts or anything like that. I just decided to just leave her alone. So now that I'm seeing posts that she was being extremely racist for no reason, like unprovoked, while she was in prison, after this prison phone call was leaked. Somebody is over in the prison system leaking phone calls. But yeah, so now that I'm seeing this, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I am not surprised. There's just always been something lurking around Gypsy Rose to where I just could not fully get on board with supporting her. And this proves my point. If you have not listened to the phone call It was kind of a long phone call, long-ish phone call, at least the one that I heard. It wasn't like a 2-3 sentence or anything like that. And it was basically her speaking to someone, and there were some girls, some other inmates in the background, and they were being noisy, they were being loud. And I guess the person that she was speaking to was having a difficult time hearing what Gypsy Rose was saying. And so Gypsy Rose got annoyed and she used the N-word and said, "Why are they so loud?" You know, paraphrasing here. But she made reference to them and said, "Why are they so loud?" And she used the N-word when she said it. The person that she spoke to did not react to the fact that she used the N-word. So what did Gypsy Rose do? She wanted to make sure that that person heard her use the N-word. So she said it again. As a matter of fact, she asked that person, "Did you hear what I said?" And then she made sure she said the exact same thing again, using the N-word again, because she really wanted that person to hear her use the N-word. And then that person, the person on the other side of the line, reacted. I'm not gonna play the audio because I don't know how YouTube reacts to those kinds of audios being played, so I'm just not gonna play it. But it's online, it's floating in different social media platforms. It's not like a difficult thing to find. So she used the N-word again, and this time that person reacted exactly the way that she wanted him to react. He was surprised, he was shocked, he was like, "Oh my God," he said something in response, like in surprise, and she was just so impressed that she shocked the guy by using the N-word. And the person that she was speaking to, I don't know if it's a guy or not, he sounded like a guy to me, but anyway, and the person that she was speaking to mentioned that Gypsy Rose's sister has a fiance who is a black man. And Gypsy Rose said, yeah, like she kind of made it sound like he was an exception and that he does not fall into the category that she referred to. And so, you know, she did the thing where she wanted to hold on to her ability to use the N-word for certain people and then exclude other people. So when you compartmentalize like that, what you have done is you have taken steps to ensure that the negative idea that you have stays intact. You're not trying to lose that, okay? You're not trying to say, yeah, you're right, I shouldn't have used the word. They don't fall into that category because look at my sister's boyfriend or fiance. So yeah, I was just mad or something. No, you're not trying to lose your opinion of those people being that negative word. You're trying to hold on to it. And so you create a different compartment, and then you place the people that you like into that other compartment. That way, this N-word compartment stays intact. That is what she did. And she was so proud of herself. When I heard the phone call, I was just like, wow. I wasn't surprised so much that she used it. I was more surprised that she was just so proud that the person that she was speaking to reacted with shock at her using the word. And it's like, yeah, I'm like this big bad person. Yeah, you didn't know I could say that, did you? Now you know. You know, that was what I got from that phone call. And I was just like, oh my God. So now that the phone call has been released, of course, she has apologized. She posted a long apology, and I rolled my eyes so many times reading through this. Like, anyway, I'm going to read the apology that she posted. I mean, it is detailed, and she does take responsibility for using the word, and she said she should not have used it, etc., etc. But I'll just read the apology, and it's towards the end that you probably will disagree, and I disagree with the end of the apology as well. But I'm just going to read the whole thing. Okay, brace yourself. She said, I want to directly address some of the old prison phone calls that have recently been shared online. In those conversations, I used racist language and made cruel, disrespectful comments, including about people I love, my sister Maya and her fiance Andre. What I said was wrong. The words were racist, and I take full responsibility for saying them. There is no excuse for that language or the pain it's caused. To the Black community, I'm sorry for using words that are hateful and demeaning. I understand the anger and disappointment those words carry. To Mia, I think it's Mia, not Maya. To Mia and Andre, I'm especially sorry. You didn't deserve that then, and you don't deserve the hurt now. Since coming home, being able to have a relationship with you both has meant so much. And it's heartbreaking that my own words have caused this pain and damaged that trust. I have apologized privately, and I understand forgiveness or reconciliation is not something I'm owed. I respect whatever boundaries you need and accept that healing happens on your timeline, not mine. I also want to be honest about where I stand today. Those words and attitudes don't reflect who I am or what I believe now. I reject them completely. I know saying that isn't enough, and that my actions over time have to demonstrate change. I can't go back and undo what I said. What I can do is acknowledge it fully, learn from it, and continue choosing to be better every single day. I'm not asking anyone to forget or to immediately forgive me. Trust is earned through consistent action, and I accept that some people may never see me differently. That is their right. I wanted to make this statement not because these calls became public, but because I should never have spoken those words in the first place. To everyone I hurt, especially Mia and Andre, I am truly sorry. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So, first, I just want to say that she apologized. She took responsibility, which is good. I don't see that she had a choice though. Did she really have a choice? What else is she gonna do? I mean, it's either she does not apologize and suffer the consequence, like the social backlash that comes with this. You need to understand, if you do something like this and you don't publicly apologize, it will affect your pockets. Okay, that is the number one thing. It will affect your pockets. So when someone apologizes, it's not necessarily because they are sorry or even because they care to apologize, because the people in their life want them to apologize. It's because they don't want it to affect their pockets. She uses social media. She's been off of it for a little while now, but she uses social media, and even if she doesn't actively use it to earn income, you kind of want to leave that window open. And so you don't want to shut it completely, and by refusing to apologize or by standing by what she says, she will be shutting that door of opportunity, and she wouldn't want to do that. So she had to apologize. In my opinion, Gypsy Rose did not really have a choice but to apologize. When someone does something at a point where they didn't have a choice, their back is to the wall, and then they do it, it's not because they're doing it out of respect or because they think it's the right thing to do. It's because their back is against the wall. And that does not say anything about their morality. It doesn't mean that they're better people just because they give a detailed, long apology. Now, to talk about the end of the apology, where she said that I wanted to make this statement not because these calls became public, but because I should never have spoken those words in the first place. Yeah, I don't believe that. I believe that she is putting out this statement because the call became public. When the call was not public, she didn't put out a statement and she did not apologize to anyone. I don't think she apologized to her sister and her sister's fiance, boyfriend, or husband, whatever he is. I don't think she apologized to them either because, the call was private. It was not known, and so no one knew that she used these words in the first place. So she most definitely did not apologize then. So the only reason she's apologizing now is because this call became public and it makes her look very bad. And the Black community have supported her a lot, like a little too much. I don't know why. I don't understand what the obsession was, but I mean, like I said earlier, it's one thing to understand. It's another thing to just go full on support a person for this and praise them and put them on a pedestal. And so, yeah, the same people that have supported her the most, propped her up the most, are the same people that she has disrespected the most. And the crazy part in all of this to me is this wasn't because of something horrible that happened to her at the hands of those Black inmates. It's just something so little and almost insignificant, and she just went all the way there. And it's just like, this is how you come to find that a lot of people just want to be racist. They take pride, and to them it's like walking on the edge. It's like, I don't know if you guys okay, so there's this whole phenomenon where some people, right, they want to present a certain way and then they later on want to shock people by saying, yeah, you didn't think I had that side to me, did you? That kind of a thing. That's what racism is to a lot of people. They don't need to be. They haven't experienced anything horrible at the hands of the Black community that will lead them to believe these racist things. Like, if you were kidnapped, maybe you're, as a white person, you're kidnapped by like these Black people and just, I don't know, tortured or something. And then you have this whole racist ideas about them. It's one thing, but it's a whole different thing if nothing has actually happened to you to lead you to that idea, and you just want to be edgy, and that is how you choose to do it. That's how you know that you are just a truly horrible person, because you are so far removed from the humanity of other people that you would use something that causes them the absolute most pain and just use that to prop yourself up as this edgy person that other people should be impressed by. Like, that's what annoyed me about this whole thing. It's not the fact that she used the word, because I mean, I'm not an idiot. I'm not surprised when certain people use the word. It just doesn't surprise me. It's the fact that she really wanted the other person to hear it, and she was just so impressed by the shock that she caused in the other person, and then she tried to excuse it. That's the part that annoyed me. And then there's no like serious reason for her to do this. This was just such an insignificant occurrence. Like, they were being loud, that's it. They were speaking loudly. They probably didn't even know that she was on the phone. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I do not believe that she apologized because she wanted to. I think she apologized because the phone call was leaked. Her back was against the wall. She did not have a choice. How is she going to show her face on social media again? Or how is she going to get the same support that she's been getting if she does not own up to this and apologize to this? And being on the phone, it was obvious that it's her. She cannot deny that it was her. So, like, she had no choice. When you do the right thing, when you had no choice but to do the right thing, I don't think it speaks to your morality. I don't think it makes you a better person. I just think that you are doing what's best for you so that you do not suffer more consequences. And that's what I think that Gypsy Rose is. I think that she's just trying to mitigate the consequences that she knows she's going to face. It's up to whoever if they want to accept her apology. To each their own, but I don't believe that she feels anything. I don't believe she feels anything towards anyone, honestly. Not just like the people that she spoke about in this phone call. I think that she, like, that aspect of her was gone a long time ago. She just doesn't look the part, and so it's easy for people to think that she's just this regular average person, but I don't think she is. People like this who do stuff like this without being provoked to do it is just, there's a part of them, the best part of them, that's just gone. That's what I think. But anyway, she has apologized, and we'll see if people accept her apology or not. That's all I have on Gypsy Rose. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.